I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of carnivore, keto, and counting calories. I reached my goal in November of 2022. Right now, I'm doing an experiment with being carnivore-ish and counting calories. If you want to see the results, stick around and subscribe, and we can see how it goes. Don't forget to click the like button. So I've done this once, but it's been a long time. This is a chuck pot roast, 2 pounds, and I got a yellow sticker, so for $11.21. So this was back in January 2024. Boy, howdy, prices have changed since then. But this was $6.97 a pound and 2 pounds. So for $14 originally, this is a chuck roast, chuck pot roast. So I've seen people say to do this, and I don't know that I really ever have done it. I think I've tried it, but just not done it very well. I know when I've watched Laura Spath, she talks about how if you take like one of these pot roasts, the bottom half is a ribeye, and the upper half is, I don't know, something else. One of y'all probably know, but I don't. And she talks about how you can cut them in half. Well, so I've got this one, and then she says you can do it like a steak. Well, so I want to try that today because I cleaned out my meat, the beef from not ground meat, but like the steaks and stuff. I got all that out of my freezer. So I'm trying to kind of do some cleaning before I actually, or some emptying before I actually buy any more yellow stickered meat. So, anyway, so I wanted to try this, and we are going to try to fry this up and see what we get. So I'm assuming, I think this is the part that's the ribeye, and I would imagine this up here, it's pretty lean, so it's almost like maybe like a top sirloin or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. You all know I don't even know what part of the cow this comes from. But anyway, so I am going to cut some of that fat off, like that strip of fat. I don't like that. It's all just kind of gristly. So this hunk of fat I'll take off right here. So I'm going to take that off because, you know, there's 4. Oh, man. I hope y'all can even see what I'm doing. I think you could a while ago. Anyway, you know there's 4 furry faces down there that would be thrilled to have some bites of fat. So, you know, this is a house of 1 human and 4 furry friends, and gotta look out for my furry friends. Okay, that one. I'm not afraid of fat, just so you are aware. It's just that I don't like some of that extra stringy fat. So I'm gonna also put my meat on here and the fat over there. But I just don't like that chunky, gristly fat. I just don't like it. So, now if this was a ribeye, I'd go on and cook it and then swallow that. I have to swallow that fatty stuff whole because I don't like that texture. Which is hilarious because I am not even a texture person, but I do not care for the texture of that outer edge. Like this whole section of fat. I don't like that texture. It's just chewy. Alright, so there we go. So it's not a pretty ribeye, but, you know, I think that's the ribeye part. No, wait. Yeah, that's the ribeye part, I think. I don't know. Listen, just be quiet. Just be quiet and watch me. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, and I think every single one of you watching me knows that. But on the bright side, I still have all my fingers. Go, Terry. Go, Terry. Look at this one. Yeah, this is from the ribeye side. See, it's that stringy stuff. It's like paper, and it's hard to chew. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, Mommy. All right. Now. All right. So then that's part of a ribeye right there. Look at that. Look how yummy that looks, y'all. And then we're going to do this one. I'll just cut this little section out right here and hopefully not take out my fingers. That's the bad thing about being on Plavix. I got to watch myself. Okay. I probably should do this on a cutting board, but You know, since when do I do what I'm supposed to do? Once I got this fat off, we'll put all that over here. I got my cast iron skillet heating up. And we're going to see. Because like I said, I know a lot of influencers on the YouTube say buy a chuck eye or chuck roast. And if you get the right kind, it'll be really good for making a poor man's ribeye. So, and I think that looks, like I said, it looks more like a sirloin, the top part of it. I think some of you all have, I don't know. I ain't even going to lie. I can't remember. But we're going to have that right there, and that's what we're going to cook up. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get these chunks cut up for the dogs. So there's a fat chunk. I don't want them too stringy, because some of them just swallow them whole. There we go. Whoop. So there's a chunk. There's some chunks. I try to get enough so everybody gets 2 bites. There's one. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1. 2, 3, 4. All right. Can you imagine how fat my dogs would be if I had less than 4? Or, they'd all be getting a big old chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's that. So we're just going to scoot these way back, and that's what the dogs will get. Let's go over to the cast iron skillet, see if it's hot enough yet. Got my little temperature checker outer. I saw this on Chef Jean-Pierre. He had one. It really is good. It helps me. Sometimes I get a little too excited and try to cook stuff too soon. But with that, it helps me not cook stuff too soon. I'm not going to season them until after they're cooked. I don't even know how many I'll be able to get on here. Let's just see. We might have to crowd things in a little bit. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 4 minutes. Because for me, that's what gets the inside about medium. So I'm going to cover it for about 4 minutes. Alright, we have 8 seconds left. Let's see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and flip them. This doesn't sear them, just so we understand. That just gets the inside cooked. So that way it's not like raw. Now, I'm going to do this side for a couple minutes. And actually what I'm going to do, I leave the lid off. And I think I'm going to turn the heat up and let them kind of sear on this side. Let me get that situated here. Now I'm going to crank this heat up to about 8 and let them, let it just heat up and sear. There's a lot of juice in there, but that's because I covered it, so it's almost like it braises it, I guess you'd say. But now I'm going to crank that heat up, and we're going to let it go for about 3 minutes, and because of all that moisture in there, it doesn't sear very well. So I don't know, we're experimenting, y'all. I better get my fan going though. Okay, it's been time, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to try something. And then I'm going to get this liquid out of here. And look at that steam. Because I want to keep it hot, and then I'm going to try to sear it. I don't know if this will work or not, but it's what I want to try to do. So, I'm going to get rid of this liquid here. And I'll get back with you. Give me just a second. Alright, so now it's heated up, I think, pretty well. Let's see about searing these. What is this, a reverse sear, I think? But definitely got to keep this fan going, that is for sure. Alright. So I'm going to let it go about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. And we'll flip them over. I'll check it in about 3 minutes and see how it looks on the other side. Alright, it's been 3 minutes. Ooh, that looks good. Let's do 2 minutes. Alright, it's been more like 2.5 minutes. But when I peek, the other side looks really good on most of them. I don't want to burn them. I don't want a hockey puck. This one right there really didn't get very dark, so I'm going to kind of put that towards the center. The rest of these look good. I'm just going to migrate this one to the center for a few seconds. Let it get some good sizzle going. Go ahead and turn it all off. Good thing about cast iron, it stays hot for longer than regular stuff, so. All right, good enough. Good enough. Now. How are we going to season this? Well, come on over here, I'll show you. You might not be able to see it too good. There's a dadgum much smoke going around. I'm going to put a little bit of this farm dust seasoning. I love this stuff, man. It's some good stuff, Maynard. After I beat it a minute. I ain't used it in a while, so it's kind of stuck on the bottom. It's got, let's see. It's got some salt, kosher salt, sea salt, dried onion and garlic, black pepper, fennel, celery, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, sage, oregano, and basil. That's what's in there. Then also, I know they look burned, but I don't care. Then we're going to sprinkle on just a little bit. I've got some flake salt. If any of y'all have ever watched, Laura Spath has a video where she's just talking about the different salts and seasonings and stuff that she uses. Well, one of them she talked about buying flake salt. And I'm, as a person who is easily influenced, there was a channel I used to watch called that. Ouch. Easily Influenced. And anyway, and this lady would buy things that she'd see on the TikTok or on the YouTube. But anyway, so this is just some flake salt that I was inspired to get by Laura Spath. All right. We're going to have some. Hang on. Y'all, that's definitely not medium. It's more like well hockey puck done. I don't care. I'll eat anyway. That's good. I didn't let it rest. That was dumb. Anyway. So yeah. Get you a yellow sticker chuck roast. Cut it in half. Horizontal. And fry it up less time than what I did. That's a good option. Like I said, I've seen a lot of videos of people doing it, and I know I've tried in the past, but I didn't cut it very well. Again, just don't cook it as long as me. Okay. Alright. Come on. Lou. Callie. Sammy. monster. This is the only way baby shark won't eat me. Okay, Callie. Uh-oh. Somehow I got an extra one. Lou. Sammy. Baby shark. Hang on, I'm going to have to cut this in half. Just a second, guys. Alright. I can't not give it to all of them. Callie, Lou, Sammy, baby shark. Did you hear his teeth on this thing? That could have been my finger. Alright, that's the end, guys. These guys all got their little bites. It's all good. Bye.